Hi yogis, it's Suzanne. I'm coming to you today from my home yoga studio. I have a flow for you. This one is inspired by Ajna Chakra, the sixth chakra. This is the home of our intuition and our wisdom. It is sometimes called the third eye chakra as well, tied to both of those things. For this practice, you will need maybe a blanket, maybe a block. You can do without, but they might be nice to have. And we will be working towards finding a posture that's affectionately called wisdom seat. We'll also be using some mudra in our practice today. And mudra is just doing yoga with your hands, energetic expressions with your hands. So we will start with mudra. Jnana mudra, also known as Jnana or Chin mudra, is the mudra of knowledge and intuition. And so to find this, we'll take the pointer finger and the thumb, connect those, and gently extend the fingers. You can have the palms up if you feel like you need to be open to receiving energy, or the palms down if you'd like to ground and settle the energy within you. Not a wrong answer, just feel out which feels right for you today. And then once you settle the body and you find this posture to be open to intuition, soften the shoulders, maybe soften the eyes or the gaze, and settle into the breath. Now bring your attention to the physical landmark of the third eye, so just above the bridge of the nose, between the brows. That's the physical landmark. Bring your attention there and then start to turn in, start to tune in to your intuition, your personal wisdom. And if you'd like to welcome mantra today, affirmation, maybe welcome the mantra of I trust my inner wisdom. Continue to settle in here to prepare for practice, finding samavriti, equal breath, or coming to ujjayi breath, that gentle constriction of the nasal passage in the throat. Take a few more breaths here, settling in. And then gently drop the chin, blink the eyes open. You can release the hands. We'll start in Baddha Konasana, so feet together, knees wide. Feel free to prop this up if you'd like. Hands to the ankles or shins, sit up tall, open through the heart, nice reach through the crown of the head. And for this series, I will mirror you. Your right leg is going to reach out to the side, a little bit wide. Just make sure the hip agrees with the position you're taking. Active through that right foot. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, start to hinge forward, keeping the spine long, the heart open. We're really looking to find a little opening through the inner thigh, through the groin. Gently start to come up and take a twist over that bent knee. Maybe that right hand rests on the thigh as you twist and open the heart, taking the gaze behind you if it feels good to turn the head. Start to unwind, and you'll collect that right leg, stepping in front of the ankle or over the knee. Get tall and then start to twist across the body. Again, turning the head if it feels good. Take an inhale. As you exhale, unwind the torso. Keep the legs as they are. Just step that left foot to the mat, coming to a seated number 4. Heart is open, spine is long. Breathe into, I feel it in the hip. You might feel it a little differently. And then step that right foot to the mat. You can windshield wiper the knees here or plant the feet, press into the hands, lift to a modified Pravottanasana, reverse tabletop. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, release those hips. Bring the feet together, knees wide again, coming to that Baddha Konasana shape. Hands to the ankle shins wherever it feels right. And then this time that left leg comes out to the side, just honoring the hip, making sure it agrees with the position you're choosing. Nice tall spine, and start to lengthen forward, a little hinge. Come on up and then take that twist over the bent knee. Heart is open, maybe turning the gaze for the twist. Come back around to center. Collect that left leg, stepping in front of the ankle or over the knee. Get tall and twist again. Maybe the gaze behind. Start to unwind, shifting back, stepping that right foot to the mat, coming to this number 4 shape, this seated pigeon shape. Go ahead and release that left foot, windshield wiper those knees, or press into hands and feet into a reverse tabletop. Release those hips to the mat. We'll transition forward, coming into all fours. I'm going to use that blanket under my knees for a little cush. As you come to all fours, maybe find cat-cow or some organic movement, a swish through the hips, a jump rope through the spine. Coming back to a neutral spine, right hand reaches up. Add a little wiggle of the wrist, a roll of the wrist. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, thread it under, cheek and shoulder to the mat. And for today, that left foot comes out to the side like a little kickstand. This gives you a nice stable base, so you can reach that left arm forward. You can wrap it around the back if you'd like. Find your favorite configuration. Take an inhale, keep the leg out to the side, unwind the spine back to an all fours shape, a slightly modified. Turn those left toes out to the side and start to lunge in and out of that knee. You might need to adjust where the toe is pointed, just make sure it feels good on the knee and on the hip. Settle into that knee, start to walk the hands in. Left forearm comes to the thigh as the right hand comes to the hip, coming into this modified side angle. You can add the reach of the arm if you want. This might look easier because you're down on your knee, but it does get a certain depth in the groin that I don't always tap into in like a regular side angle. Inhale, come up, straighten that leg, and then take a little side bend over the long leg. Just be careful not to press into the knee. Come all the way up to the top. Right hand comes down. Press into the left foot long through that left side body. Bring the hand down. Start to walk back to your starting position, collecting the leg in. Find your way to all fours. If it feels good to reset with a cat-cow or other movement, add that here. Coming back to a neutral spine, left arm reaches, add the roll of the wrist. Take it under, cheek and shoulder to the mat, and this time that right foot kicks it, stands out to the side. From here, add the variation of the top arm that you like. Start to unwind. With those hands to the ground, point the toe in line with the knee and start to lunge in and out. Take a few more, and when you're ready, you're going to settle into that right knee and take right forearm to the thigh, left hand to the hip, or add the reach, again in this little modified side angle shape. Come up to the top, straightening that right leg, and then lengthen over the right leg, hand to thigh or shin. Just avoid pushing down on that knee joint. Inhale to come up. Left hand comes down, right foot plants and grounds, opening up, big side body stretch. Take an inhale as you exhale. Hands down, start to walk forward again, coming towards that all fours shape, a cat-cow or movement to reset. And then walk those knees wide, toes start to come together, sitting back on the heels. You can add the block underneath the tail if you'd like. If this is not an okay spot for your knees, come to an easy seat. From here, maybe take a moment finding that Jnana mudra, opening through the heart, settling in, just taking a moment to come back to intention. And then gently drop the chin, blink the eyes open, come forward. We'll find our way to downward facing dog. I'm going to just adjust myself to face the long way on the mat. All fours is always welcome if you'd like. Or you can transition from downward facing dog. Your choice. From here, inhale, reach that right leg up and step through, coming to a fingertip lunge. You might like the block here, or just come on to fingertips. On an inhale, straightish the front leg. Just get a little opening through that hamstring. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, bring that knee to a bend, coming up, finding your way to a high lunge. Hands can be at the heart, you can reach overhead. Just take a moment finding your balance. Now release the hands in front of you like you're holding a tray. Find that Jnana mudra. Press the hands back behind you as you shift forward. Start to lift forward towards warrior three. Take an inhale, exhale, release. Come to Utkatasana, fierce pose. Hands to the heart. As you inhale, come to standing. Reach those arms towards overhead. As the hands come together, bring the hands, let the thumbs rest on the third eye. That geographic point. Take a moment, just check in with intention. On your next inhale, soften the knees. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. Exhale, lengthen, find the fold. Lifting off for the heart. Step back to the top of plank. From here, yogis, you're welcome to come to all fours with a cat-cow or add a more traditional vinyasa, traditional flow. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower to hover or to the front of the body. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's find that on the second side. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Step through to the fingertip lunge. Staying down here. Use the block or move the fingertips back. Inhale, straightish the legs. Just get a little opening here. Take an inhale, exhale, soften into that left knee, coming up to your high lunge, hands to the heart or arms reach. Bring those hands in front of you like a tray. Find that Jnana mudra. Sweep the hands behind as you shift the heart forward. Lift towards warrior three. Take an inhale, exhale, release. Come to Utkatasana, hands at the heart. On an inhale, reach those arms towards overhead as the palms come together. Let the hands rest at that seat of wisdom, that seat of intuition. As you soften the knees, inhale, sweep those arms towards overhead. Exhale, lengthen, find the fold. Lift and offer the heart, left foot steps back first, coming to plank. And you decide the transition here. Take an inhale, exhale, lower, cobra or up dog, downward facing dog. Now this time, inhale, reach that right leg up, step through, come to that fingertip lunge, planting the back foot, come up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior, and as you exhale, come to side angle. Forearm to thigh, going deeper if you feel like you're ready for that. But notice the difference in this posture versus the one with the knee down. Still plenty of challenge, maybe a slight different pull or feel on the groin area. On an inhale, come back, find warrior two. This time, reverse, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. Come all the way forward, triangle pose. Opening up, hand to shin or thigh, avoid the knee. Come on back, find warrior two. Inhale to reverse, sweep down. Find the hands, come down to the right and then over to the left. I'm no longer mirroring you here. But toes pointing to that long side of the mat. Take a few pulses into that left knee, that left thigh. If you can, keep the hips, the shoulders, all at about the same level. When you're ready, take a little lift up, walk those fingertips forward, stepping back, finding your plank, adding vinyasa if you want it, or pressing back to your starting position. Let's find that on the other side. Left leg reaches up, step through to warrior two. Inhale to reverse, exhale to side angle. Notice the difference. Come on back, find warrior two. This time, straighten front leg, reverse that triangle. Come forward, triangle pose. Hand to the thigh or shin. Come back, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Hands come down to the left and then over to the right. Knees bend, toes point to the long side of the mat. Start to pulse in and out of this right side. When you're ready, start to lift up. Find that fingertip lunge coming forward. Stepping back to plank. Add the vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Let's add those two flows together just a little bit. When you're ready, right leg reaches up, step through. Come up to warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Straighten the front leg, reverse the triangle. Come all the way forward, triangle pose. Come back, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Sweep down to the right, over to the left. Coming into Skandasana, and if you want, drop the hips, lift the toes, float the hands to the third eye. Gently lift up, Find your way forward to a fingertip lunge, setting the legs for Anjaneyasana. Lift up to your high lunge. Take those hands in front of you like you're holding a tray. Jnana mudra. Press the hands back. Shift the heart forward. Lift to warrior three. Take an inhale. Exhale. Release. Utkatasana. Hands to the heart. As you inhale, shift weight to the left foot. Pull the right foot into a tree posture of your choice. Sweep those arms overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, bring hands to the heart or rest the thumbs at the third eye. It'll block your vision. It'll force you to use more than just external input for your balance. Take an inhale, exhale, release. Utkatasana. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and onto the heart. Take the vinyasa or step back to downward facing dog. Let's go again on the left side. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Step through, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Come back to warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Sweep down to the left and over to the right. Maybe dropping the hips, lifting the left toes, floating those hands to the third eye or to the heart. Start to lift out, coming forward, finding a fingertip lunge. Come all the way up to the top, high lunge. Release the hands like you're holding that tray, Jnana mudra. Sweep the hands back, heart forward. Lift forward, warrior three. Release, coming to Utkatasana. Come to stand, shift weight to the right foot. Pick that left foot up, find your variation of tree. Once you're set, maybe reach those arms towards overhead, bringing the hands together at the third eye. Take an inhale, exhale, release, come to Utkatasana. Inhale to reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lifting off of the heart. Step back, find your way to downward facing dog. From here, find the knees wide, the toes together. Sit the hips back as much as you can, coming to a child's pose. And if it's available, rest the third eye on the mat. Make connection with the earth. If that's too far away, use a blanket to bridge the gap, or a block under the forehead could work. You can also stack the hands to bridge the gap. As you're here, come back to intention. Come back to breath. Maybe come back to mantra. I trust my inner wisdom. Let's flow through that one more time on each side. We'll kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. We'll add a little bit. Know that you can add or delete as much as you'd like always. When you're ready, find your way to downward facing dog. All right, here we go. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Step through, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Come back, warrior two. Inhale to reverse, sweep down to the right, over to the left. Your variation of Skandasana. We're going to come back to warrior two. We're going to repeat that one more time on this side. Coming back through, find warrior two, set the feet. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Back to warrior two, inhale to reverse. Sweep down to the right, over to the left. Find your Skandasana, maybe take a moment, connect Anjali Mudra, prayer hands to the third eye. Lifting up, coming forward, find your way to that fingertip lunge, setting up for high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Hands come down, find Jnana Mudra, sweep the hands, shift the heart, lift to warrior three. Take an inhale, exhale, release. Utkatasana, fierce pose. As you come to standing, pull that right foot into tree. Find your way to tree. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Hands will come to the third eye. If you are feeling stable, maybe soften the gaze or close the eyes. Take an inhale, exhale, release. Utkatasana. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Lifting up for the heart. Add the vinyasa if you want it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Here we go. One more time on that second side. Left leg reaches up. Step through, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Back to warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Sweep down to the left, over to the right. Any variation of this Skandasana. Coming forward again, setting up for warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Come back, warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Sweep down to the left and over to the right, settling in. Maybe bringing those hands to the third eye. Lifting up, coming forward, setting up for Anjaneyasana. Woo, high lunge. Bring those hands down, find Jnana Mudra, shift forward, sweep the hips back. Warrior three. Release Utkatasana. Come to stand, left foot comes to tree. Find your way to your favorite tree shape. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Hands might come together, coming to the third eye. Pause, maybe close the eye. Take an inhale, exhale, release. Come to Utkatasana. Inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Lifting off of the heart. Stepping back, finding your way, holding plank, taking vinyasa. Whatever works for you. Take a moment, if you can, take those knees wide, sit the hips back, come to the child's pose with the third eye, making contact, grounding to the earth. Find your way, come on up, find your way to all fours. And then down dog if you choose. If you like the cushion of the blanket, bring it back under your knees. So inhale, reach your right leg up and step through to a fingertip lunge. Let the back knee come down, shift back. to half splits. Now, step that right foot wide, and I'm going to kind of pull it in a little bit. I'm going to step the right foot wide, and I'm going to slide my left knee forward. So it's like I'm in that seated kneel, but my right knee is up. From here, this is wisdom seat. I want you to either take those hands to the third eye, close the eyes, and pause, or let the arms drape open with Jnana Mudra. Take a moment, be in this body, be in this wisdom. Trust the intuition, trust the wisdom within you. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, release the hands. Push against the floor, lift up, step those feet about as wide as the mat, and dangle for a moment in a forward fold. And an inhale, lift the heart. Step back to downward facing dog. This time the left foot reaches up, step through to that fingertip lunge. Bring the back knee down, and then shift back to half Hanuman, half splits. Heart is open. And then your left foot kind of pulls in and steps to the side. Your right knee slides forward and out, coming into this little squat position. And then again, either finding the hands at Anjali Mudra at the third eye, or opening the arms to Jnana Mudra. Take an inhale. As you exhale, release hands to the floor, press and step open to a forward fold. You can always have a soft bend here. When you're ready, inhale, lift the heart. Step back to downward facing dog. Add the one last vinyasa if you want it. And then we'll meet in either down dog, or if the child's pose is pleasing, find your way there. Gently lift up. We'll find our way to a seat with your legs long in front of you. Feel free to take the blanket under the hips if you'd like. So coming to Dandasana, staff pose, the legs are long in front of you. I like feet at about hips distance. Use the fingertips or fists to press into the earth and get nice and tall. On an inhale, draw the right knee in so the heel comes towards that right sits bone. Right elbow to the inside and open the heart into the twist. Take an inhale. Exhale, unwind. Let that right knee open wide to a little tree shape. Turn your heart to the long leg and fold forward. This can be active in reaching, but you might want to soften the fold just slightly since we're dialing down here. On an inhale, come up and then send the legs long again for that Dandasana pose, staff. This time, drawing that left knee in, sits bone and heel, try to connect or get close. Left elbow to the inside, open the twist. Start to unwind, the left knee opens wide. Turn your heart towards the long leg and lengthen forward. So find that reach and then add a little softness to the fold. On an inhale, start to come up. One more time, send both legs long. Press into the earth. Now you're welcome to stay here nice and upright or start to walk the hands forward, maybe pulling against the floor, against the body, if it's a comfortable reach, against the feet. You can always soften the knees here, especially if there's strain in the low back. When you're ready, start to come up. Bend the knees as you step the feet to the mat. Shifting back into a reclined posture. Have those feet to the floor, knees up, and find a little windshield wiper. If you can, if you feel comfortable, close the eyes. And then on an inhale, hug the knees to the chest. You can hold thighs or shins. Start to circle the knees, working together, going to the right. Take an inhale, give the knees a hug, and as you exhale, let those knees fall over to the right, finding a twist. You're welcome to use that blanket between the knees or use the block to support this twist. Through to center, hugging the knees into the chest again. Start to circle those knees in the opposite direction, to the left for me. Give those knees a hug, take an inhale. As you exhale, let them fall to the left. Again, adding support if you'd like. On an inhale, come back through to center. Give those knees a hug. Certainly, if there are any final postures, I'll invite you to find them now. And when you're ready, start to open the body up to a restful Shavasana shape. Feel free to employ the props any way you'd like. As we settle in, I will invite you to bring your hands together and gently rest the thumbs at that space between the brows, just above the bridge of the nose. Almost as if you're sealing in this practice, this experience of wisdom, of learning, of being in your body, of connecting with intuition. When you are ready, take a big inhale. As you exhale, let it out. Let the arms drape beside the body. Starting to find your way to gentle breath, to relaxation, to Shavasana. Now I will invite you to stay here. If you can, set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes to get a well-deserved rest, a well-deserved Shavasana. I will leave you here, so have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me here for this virtual practice. It is my privilege. Namaste.